care about the top spot, I just want a bag. Got my foot up on their necks, no brakes, all gas. These rappers like BBLs, cause I swear they all ass. Ain't it crazy how they rise up and fizzle out fast? Oh my God, boy, who that over there with all them stands in the stands? Got them dancing with grand jumping high as they can. Norman Sand got a plan, I'm taking over the land. Broke ground on the internet, now we about to expand. Ooh. Dropping bombs, Palestine, Iran, yep. They told me I couldn't, but knew I can. Yep. Hey, tell Sam that I'm coming for the green eggs and ham, and I'm sticking to the script like cooking with no Pam. Good Lord, we was just finessing like scams. Now I got them jumping to this old school jam. Serving you lyrical, though we cut it by the gram. Ain't nothing short of a miracle how we came up on the gram. Tick tock to the clock, watch it go blam. Break it down for them, let me help you understand. I'm doing what I can according to God's plan, but sometimes I feel they want me to hop out the van. Mask on in the hood like the Klan. Popping out like T.O. Chico, my eyes on a band. OJ gloves on, we snatching everything we can. And if we see you on your toes, we getting dirty like Dan. Yeah.
What is up, people? What is going on? Welcome back. Another episode of the O.O.C. We are back in the house. We took a little break last week, but we are here to bring the fire like we always do. Got Roberto, JG in the house. Roberto, tell the people where they can find you, sir.
Well, if you don't know, you've been sleeping because we're here Wednesday nights, 9 o'clock. Missing I don't know how many shows, but we're on point most of the time, bringing the fire like my brethren said. Mr. JG.
You know what to do, brother.
Oh, okay.
Roberto set him up and JG fumbled the ball.
Yep. That's just like my 49ers, fumbling everywhere. JG Shaolin terrific, the undefeated, undisputed final boss of the 36 chambers of Shaolin. Why? Thank you all for tuning in live right here Wednesday night on the O.O.C. with the host Nzo, aka the Abbott, and the Osiris of this shit, the Spliff King, and the Professor of Gunja, alongside the co-host Roberto, aka Mr. 100, aka No Trouble Did Anything With Me Irie. No woman, no cry. And please be sure to catch me with my brother from another mother Sunday nights with the Penguin Watch Parties, El Príncipe de Nueva York. Super wise.
Yes, sir. Make sure to check it out. I know JG always adding some little flavors to the thing, but it's all good. You know what I mean?
Shout out. That was a little longer than normal, but yeah.
Shout out to homie Super Wise. Yeah, 100%.
You're running a new thing, JG. Respect.
No, we do it every now and then. It's just
respect. Go pay him some love. Go send him some love.
Got to.
Facts, 100%. Guys,
Nobody's
thank you, everybody.
But just know.
You know what I mean? But thank everybody for coming in here, whoever is going to pop in as we do it. You know, O.O.C. is always on point. We got some great topics tonight. You know, we're going to definitely indulge into some Diddy, because Diddy is in the news again.
Diddy and Shitty.
Pause. You got pause after that dog diving and shit. Say pause.
He got all kind of cards. He got all kinds of cards. People are shaking, boy.
Hey, man. The Diddy memes are absolutely fire. I can't lie, bro.
Man, like them shit were just waiting to come out.
Oh, they are killing this mother effer with the baby oil and all of that good stuff, bro. They are murdering this guy. LowKey said, "Yo, oiled up and ready." Yeah, we done know, LowKey. What's up, brother? How you doing? Always a pleasure. But of course, you know, we always start off the O.O.C. Well, not always, but more times we have a few jokes. And I got one. And I know JG is going to appreciate this one. So let's show this one.
Oh, yes, sir.
Look, he's already starting, all right?
Yes, sir.
Let's play it.
Big forehead ass.
Yep. You ain't got to ask. You already know the question. And I already know your answer. And so all y'all niggas, because y'all gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, girls always love saying niggas will fuck anything.
It's me. I'm niggas.
Now, that's not to say I just want anything, but I'm just saying, like, don't lie, nigga. Look at that, bruh. You know damn well before you saw her face, you thought you would have tore that joint down. Nigga, stop
He ain't
JG.
lying. He ain't lying. He is not lying.
Says shout out to the panel. What's good? We chilling. Low-key gave the eyes and then started laughing. You're kind of right. I mean, I ain't see no lies in that one. What about you, Roberto?
Well, when he speaks the truth, there's silence.
Facts.
So
Oh
when the
man,
food is good, nobody talks at the table.
you know what I mean? We got another one over here. Now, this guy usually does some. It's always TikToks, but man, some of these ones are funny, and I thought this one was funny.
Influences you to do gangster rap? The streets. Okay, let me say it this way. Who are the gangster rappers you enjoy listening to? 50, NWA, Jeezy. Okay, so you realize none of those rappers would ever rap over a beat like this. Because they ain't as gangster as me. Bruh, I can't do this. Gangsters.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Come on and roll with the thug. 4, 5s, and ARs. I'm always prepared. They claim to be thugs. I let off, they run scared. They run scared. They run up on me, I'ma catch a body. So you better beware. If I front you work and you owe me, pay up or you getting murked. If you looking for the plug, talk to me.
Wow.
Oh man, like I said, man, this guy has a lot of videos on there that just crack me up, man, and I enjoy it. Hey, what up, Jason Lee? What's going on? He said, "Is that Nerd Man?" It could be. The lyrics are kind of something like what Nerd Man would do. JG Loki said that beat though. Hey, listen, that's that, Show Me Love beat. That song is fire, 100%. Pretty sure I'm gonna get a copyright claim for it, but it's all about the jokes, man. Said Diddy mixtape. What's up, Tony Robinson? Thank you for
Tony.
popping in. Always a pleasure, guys. Thank you very much. I had one more. I was probably gonna save it for we can get into the Diddy topic first anyway, so let me just see if I can find it here. Here we go. Here we go. So let me put it here. Hold on. No. Okay, I'm already sharing the tab. Perfect. So it says Diddy slash P. Diddy.
It's dirty.
Oh, that's
I
dirty.
swear, man. When it comes to the Diddy memes, they are absolutely unbelievable, man. And you guys just need to go check it out. I'm sure you've seen it. I got some more I'll bring up later on. But we are going to get into the topic because I think it's a big topic that's going on right now. And I said this the last time we talked about Diddy, and I'm going to say it again. He should have got the hell out of Dodge. All right.
Mm-hmm.
When that stuff happened, I told you guys, I said, this nigga should be sitting with Russell Simmons. Russell Simmons, wherever they are in Bali or whatever, chilling. But no, Puffy did not leave. And what everybody thought was going to happen, happened. He ended up getting arrested and going to jail. And to be honest with you, I don't think he's ever going to get out,
No.
So I'm trying to find what the allegations are and what they have on him. But Roberto, what are your thoughts so far?
I think we talked about this months ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you even said it. He should have watched our show and maybe took that advice. Because I don't know who's whispering in your ear, telling you you're going to get off on this, but you did too much, and some people are
100%.
embarrassed right now.
And a lot of people are saying all of this started when he did that stuff with Ciroc, which I actually believe is kind of true. But what are your thoughts, JG? Yeah, I'm hearing a
Yeah,
lot about Jay-Z, to be honest with you, bro. Trust me. Go ahead.
yeah. One of the first things I remember when we first talked about it was I said when you start seeing this inner circle and people around him start kind of pushing back away from him, something's about to go down. And we start seeing security guards saying stuff. Like I said, Jay-Z's been implicated. Beyonce's name's been out there. The Kim Kardashian's been out there. You saw Usher, this supposedly some leaked texts and tweets from him concerning that. First thing Ice Cube said was, Ice Cube said first thing he said was, "I never been to a Diddy party." He making sure he get his name like, nope.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, we hear stories about happening at these Hollywood, music parties or whatever. It's no telling who's been on those tapes. So I'm curious to hear about this.
He said he's going to bring down a lot of people if he gets the chance. I said it last night. I was chilling with LowKey and the D on their stream last night, and I said it. I think they're going to Epstein him. If he got information, if he got information like supposedly he's supposed to have, right? All the high-powered people that he partied with and were at his parties and maybe has on recording, yeah, they're gonna do him in. They're gonna.
You know what else though? There's no telling who he screwed over on the streets that's in prison right now.
100%. And they just got to make that call and say, hey, Diddy's coming over there. They already put him on suicide watch. So then and there tells you that when, Diddy committed suicide in jail, well, he was on the suicide watch. So people said, hey, did what he did. He was on suicide watch for a reason.
It's not the first time that something like that happened.
Preach, Roberto.
That man probably going to take a poison in the damn courthouse for the sentencing. Like, I'm going to expect this. And like Tuckerverse said, I cannot stand LeBron James, but I pray to God he wasn't involved in that stuff. I really do.
I think he
much as I can't stand him, I hope he was.
I seen too many things with his name or him associated. I even saw something where he was bigging up Diddy's parties.
Ooh.
He was probably there.
And Diddy was like, LeBron.
It's probably judges and DAs on those tapes. To be honest with you, that's what I'm thinking
Guaranteed.
as well. Now, let's be fair though, right? Because and there's a lot of artists that say there's the Diddy parties and then there's the Diddy parties, right? So did he actually go to the Diddy party? Or was he just doing the regular party? Because a lot of the celebrities come up and say, "Hey, yeah, man, I've been to the Diddy party, but I leave early." You know what I mean? I leave before. Now, of course, they're all gonna say that. You know what I mean? Like, who's gonna admit that they were actually at one of those Diddy parties? Because if you think about it, everybody denying it. So what? Nobody was at the Diddy parties? Is that what you're saying? You know what I mean? Like nobody was there. Right. All of a sudden, nobody was at the Diddy. Oh, yeah, no, I've been to a Diddy party, but no, I didn't go to that Diddy party. You know what I mean?
I didn't know which one we're referred to.
Facts. Like, shut the hell up, bro.
I left. How do you know what time it started?
Facts. Facts, Oh, I didn't see nothing. You know what I mean? At least Cat Williams was man enough to tell the truth that he's been into some of these things and seen some things that he maybe shouldn't have seen, right? At least he was able to tell the truth and that he was like, nah, I ain't going to no Diddy party. So he knew what was going on there. But a lot of these guys will just, and I get it. You don't want to indict yourself. But here we have read the full indictment against Sean Diddy Combs. And then I'm going to play a video because I have a few things about it, right? So hold on. We got a super chat from Beaming Kun 199. Hey,
Respect.
yo, Rob is back. Absolutely. Roberto, though, be careful with that because, but yeah, it's Roberto.
I thought you were talking about Storm.
No, he was talking about you. But thank you, Beaming Come. Much appreciated, man. It's good to see you. You know what I mean? Like
It's been a
you
minute.
always around supporting, but thank you very much. So Sean Diddy Combs is due in court Tuesday on federal sex trafficking and racketeering charges. Now, as I said on Low Key's stream, I have a big issue with the sex trafficking and racketeering charge, and we'll get into that a little bit later. But an indictment says the music mogul engaged in persistent and pervasive pattern of abuse towards women and other individuals. Combs was arrested late Monday in Manhattan, roughly 6 months after federal authorities conducted a sex trafficking investigation raid on his luxurious home in Los Angeles and Miami. So here are the documents. Over the past year, Combs has been sued by people who say he subjected them to physical and sexual abuse. He has denied many of those accusations. His lawyer, Mark Agfellow, said outside the courtroom Tuesday morning that Combs, 54, would plead not guilty and that he would fight like hell to get his client released from custody. Authorities say Combs has was the head of a criminal enterprise. The indictment describes Combs as the head of a criminal enterprise that engaged or attempted to engage in activities including sex trafficking, forced labor, interstate transportation for the purpose of prostitution, drugs, offenses, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. He's also accused of punching and dragging women on numerous occasions, throwing objects and kicking them, and enlisting his personal assistant, security, and household staff to help him hide it all. Okay, so when it comes to the abuse stuff, we seen that, right? We seen the
Hmm.
video of him beating up Cassidy and all of that stuff. My problem is the sex trafficking and the RICO charge that they're trying to get him with, right? And I'll explain why in a minute. But to me, and I posted this on X the other day, where it seems to me like they have the R. Kelly handbook and they are just saying it worked for him, so let's go and charge Diddy with all of this stuff. Okay, so we know Diddy has had these freak off parties, right? Now, maybe there was some messed up stuff in there. Like I've heard, drugging the women. If guilty on those accounts, go to jail for that, right? But I also don't believe that he is a sex trafficker because to be a sex trafficker, that means you got to be calling these girls, right? And paying them to have sex. I don't believe that. I believe he was calling escorts, right? An escort service, having them bring their best girls over there because that's what most these celebrities would do. Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, how much girls you have? All right, send them over. Have a big party going over here. Some heavy hitters. They can make some real money, right? That's what I believe it is, right? So I don't. Then we talk about the drugs, right? Oh well, he's selling drugs. Why? Because he had a party where he supplied the drugs. If he, if I have a party and I have a bunch of weed at my house, and I tell Roberto to come over and JG to come over, and we smoking weed, that's not selling drugs. You know what I mean? So I have a real
You know
issue with some
JG's
of
coming.
facts.
I'm
Again, for
surprised he
everybody
didn't.
listening,
I'm
I'm a
surprised he
nice
didn't
guy.
sing
People
there,
like me. They offer me stuff, and I
JG.
take it. Okay, I never
I'm there
beg or
too.
mooch. Okay,
I'm there too. I'm right there with you.
Hey, Roberto said it this time, not me. I'm glad you said Roberto. I was actually thinking it, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let JG off the hook today. But my co-host said, no, sir, you're not getting away
but you know what? It
tonight.
was all truth. I will be right over there ASAP.
But just like
Do
I
you know?
said, I would be right there with you, JG. You know, he invited
Facts.
both of us.
You know what I mean? So for me, I'm like, yes, if you want to get, because, so I bring up R. Kelly because they got R. Kelly on the same kind of thing, the RICO charge, right? And yeah, I'll send you the link, Danny. Um, they got him on the RICO charge, right? And what I'm saying is, what they had on R. Kelly was actually, sleeping with minors and stuff like that. These were his girl. He wasn't going around selling these girls and it's just it seems like they trump up the charges because it's easier to get you on a RICO charge than it actually is to go and get all these women and witnesses to go to court and testify against you. I mean, shit, they did a whole documentary on them, so they probably could have got it. But at the end of the day, I just feel like,
There's a whole documentary on it?
On R. Kelly? Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, I thought you were talking about Diddy. Sorry.
Oh, they got one on Diddy too?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, on Tubi. The TMZ did one. It's called, I think it's called Surviving Diddy, but 50 Cent got one coming out too as well. You know what I mean? So, Danny, I sent you the link on Twitter. So no one can tell me that those women weren't trying to get fucked by Diddy. I used to work for events, and those and the things those women would say and do just to see a celebrity as well. I had a female offer me neck just to get into an event that had a famous YouTuber in it. 100%. 100%. JG, you were going to say?
Yeah, there's a law, and I've mentioned it on several streams, called the Mann Act, right? Now, I know when Danny gets in here, he can explain it if he wants to, or in general, a lot of stuff. But if I were to take a woman to a hotel room that's not my wife, I can therefore be charged with trafficking or the Mann Act because they would consider me doing it for immoral purposes.
Yes,
it could be. It could be just me getting her. We just gonna go fucking a hotel. Pardon my language. Before Danny's there, we can just be going screwing in the hotel room. That's it, right?
Or flying a woman out, JG.
Flying a woman out.
I mean? What are we doing here?
If I was Diddy and I have any evidence of me trafficking or whatever, I'm gonna try to bring it down like, hey, yo, give me the Mann Act. Charge me on that. I'll deal with that. But trafficking, no, that's
This dude should not even be, like I said, he should have bounced a long time ago. He should not be dealing with this situation.
He probably thought he could beat it.
100%. Because I said he's a narcissist, and because of that, I can't be touched. Hey, I'm going to beat this. Don't worry. What's up, Danny?
What's up, man?
What's up, D?
What's up, Danny? Yeah, you're right, Coach. It has to be over state line, but if he's fighting women that are not from where he is, they can therefore say he's trafficking them.
Right.
No, there's a misconception about trafficking, and I had it too. Trafficking, basically, let's say, for instance, you got a female or a male. It could be either sex.
Yeah.
And you get information on them to hold over their head. You be like, you go into an agreement. You say, okay, if we come over here and you have a party and you do it 10 times, then we're good. But the information, and let's say you secretly film that information and you hold it over their head, and they done did the 10th time, and they say, okay, are we done? No, you're going to do this until I say you're done. That's trafficking. I used to thought trafficking mean if you take some people over a state line or something. That's not, it has nothing to do with
that's a Mann Act.
It could be writing the same thing. And racketeering is like when you take something and say making it commercial, but the commercial is just the front. And you actually selling drugs. Kind of like if you watch, let's say, Power. They had the barbershop as the front, a legitimate business, but in the back, they selling cocaine and crack and drugs like anything else. So that's what you call racketeering, when you create something and say it's for commercial and legitimate businesses, but it's actually just a front for the criminal activity. So that's what he's being charged on.
So I'm glad you said that, because I don't believe Puffy's doing that though, right? Like you telling me that the bad boy business, the Puffy enterprise, was a front so that he could sell drugs?
I'm not saying that the racketeering I don't, but why would he have cameras in all his rooms? Okay, because he's gathering information 100% that could possibly be used. So I think he's guilty of the sex trafficking stuff. And we see on camera he put his foot in no girl butt.
Yeah.
He did all that.
100%.
The racketeering, I don't know. I haven't seen enough evidence to say 1,000% he did that. But the other stuff, I think he's guilty.
Oh, he's definitely guilty. Like, we seen what he did with Cassie. We seen that just shows me right away that he's abusive. It's not the first time he did it. 100%. And I'm not saying anything about that, right? Like, if that's what what they were charging him with, yes, charge him with that. I just think that they're trumping up a lot of these cases so that they can make sure that they get a conviction, because the FBI usually doesn't come after you unless they have like a 99% solid case on you.
We are opposite. Usually if we have proper cause to arrest you, we make the arrest and then we build the case. The FBI does it in reverse. They build the case first.
Yes.
And then they go to their judges, they go to their solicitors, prosecutors. Hey, what holes do you see in this right here? And then the prosecutors will work them in tandem and say, you need to get this, you need to get that. So they'll go back out there. You need to see Nzo at 12 o'clock in a blue hat and red shirt and red shoes. I'll be using that. They'll go out there and they'll surveillance your butt till you go on a blue hat and red shoes after 2 o'clock. They'll take pictures of it and say, boom, there it is. Okay, it's airtight for this charge. What's the next charge? That's how they do their stuff.
100%.
When the FBI knock on your door, you're
in trouble.
You're
right?
like a Christmas turkey, buddy. You are done.
Facts. But that's what I'm saying, though. So when they raided his property, right, they said that they never took his passport, and he was traveling throughout the United States. He should have bounced, bro.
Yeah, he crazy. Yeah, I'm telling you right now. That's why he's not getting a bond, because he's a flight
bond.
risk.
100%.
Flight risk. You got to prove two things: that you're not a threat to society, you're not a flight risk. So first thing I would do if I was them, you need his passport. But if I was Puff Daddy, I got the money and the means, I'm up out of there to the first country that has non-extradition clause.
Facts. Hey, Danny, I said I would be, you know how they try to smuggle immigrants into the States, they put them in the back of trucks and stuff. I said if I was Puffy, I'd be being smuggled out of the States. You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing here?
I take a page out of Rosewood. Be hiding under a dead body somewhere. Let's go.
Facts. Because honestly, he's getting 30 to life. R. Kelly got 50 years. How much you think he's getting?
Oh, he gonna die in jail.
Yeah, 100%.
Unless he got some Johnny Cochran like lawyer like OJ had.
Bro, I'd be calling up my lawyer and be saying, listen, I want to snitch on every and anybody right now.
I think he's gonna get killed.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, 100%. They're gonna Epstein him.
I give him 6 months.
Yeah, they're gonna Epstein him 100%. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to show this video real quick. It's a long video, but I'm not going to show the whole thing. But I just want to hear what you guys have to say or think about his opinion on it. He said they just indicted Mayor Adams today. Oh, really? Well, Cat Williams, I think, told us a long time ago. I think it was in January he did that interview with Shannon Sharp. He said in 2024, the crap is going to hit the fan. And he said everybody who lied is going to be exposed. And people are getting exposed left and right. Call this man Nostradamus or whatever you want to call him.
This guy's a genius. He's a genius.
He was right on point with everything he said.
Yep.
Right? And now chickens are coming home to roost. And I said this last night. Yeah, who, Cat Williams?
Yeah.
Yeah, for some of the things he said,
for real. If he know what I know, he shut up.
Facts. Because that's a fact. Because remember how much trouble Cat Williams was getting into at one point? Like he was getting arrested like every month for something, right? And all of a sudden it must have died down. He kept his mouth shut, I guess. You know what I mean? Played the good little boy, but then he did that one interview. He hasn't really done anything since, but he just made sure that he got everything out on Shannon
all
Sharp.
He does. They call him the king of underground comedy. Every 6 or so months, he'll do a comedy show. That's what I see him do.
Absolutely.
I can't remember the last movie he was on.
Me neither. We need one more drink and stream with Roberto. Oh yeah. Yeah, we will beam and come.
We got a plan.
Yeah, we got one planned. So let's get into a few of some of this guy's video because I when I was watching it, I was like facts. But let's listen.
You came to this?
No, I said it was gonna come to this. On my channel, I showed a show that I did a year ago where the title of it is Diddy Lawyer Up, right? Because I knew this was coming with all the Gene Squills and Mark Curry, Roger Bond, with all, these people all coming forth telling these stories and giving these
Paper trails.
not paper trails. I mean, the dude Squill, he tried to create a paper trail that would get him in trouble. But more or less, these people came out on YouTube telling business to get Diddy in trouble, or was saying stuff that could get him in trouble. And I said, if these dudes keep talking like this, Diddy's gonna get indicted, because I've seen this before. It happened with R. Kelly. It's the same play from the R. Kelly.
The
book.
conversation starts drumming up, and then just like public opinion kind of like overtakes the moment.
Which, and to be honest with you, when I posted that, I posted that the R. Kelly playbook before I seen this, and I have to agree with it, because if you think about it, right, what happened was all these women came out, they did documentaries on R. Kelly, then boom, he went to jail. Now with Puffy, it's been Gene, Jaguar Wright, and a lot of all of these YouTubers have been getting on Puffy's case for years, right? We did a Jaguar Wright stream like almost a year and a half ago, right? So a lot of this stuff has been talked about constantly, and I think that's what he's saying was actually what really started to get the ball rolling, and I agree with that. What do you think?
Well, I
You're
think a
muted,
lot of
Roberto.
oh, brother,
Go ahead, JJ. Yeah, no, you first, but Roberto's muted. But go ahead, JJ.
yeah, I was gonna say, sometimes it takes the right person to snitch. Right? We talk about when Cat Williams was saying, I mean, people looked at him as like a comedy fool a lot of times, right? Nobody really paid too much attention to him. But when the right person starts snitching, that's when the eyes start turning. You saw what happened with Bill Cosby. They were talking about him for years. But when the right person does snitching, then things start happening.
And he talks about that too. He says it was that comedian. The comedian went on stage one time and just ripped into Bill Cosby, talking about the drugging the women and all stuff like that. And then ever since that happened, they indicted him. What do you think, Danny? Things like that can spark an investigation?
Most definitely. And also, from a spiritual standpoint, I believe that sometimes God puts things in your path to try and make you change, or try to show you, hey, look, you might want to change course correct. If not, then my wrath's going to come down. I think P. Diddy, based on what I've seen, he was very arrogant, it seemed like, and like stuff couldn't touch him, and he was above this. And we always heard a narrative how he did people. If you go back and look, with the exception of Biggie and maybe Mace, everybody that he really associated with it, they did like 1 or 2 records, and then I remember the Locks, if I'm not mistaken, was one of them. Loon was another one. He had that show where he had all these different people on Day 26. A lot of his artists, he like get 1 or 2 hits out of them and then kind of like throw them to the side. So he had a reputation of like, this is my world, you just squirrels trying to get it nut mentality. And a lot of times, man, that plays out. And if you're a person that believes in karma, you believe in the Bible, then the Bible talks about seasons. So he's definitely out of seasons. I mean, I don't want to see the man die in prison, but hey, sometimes you got to lie in the bed you make. And right now his bed seems very hard.
Facts. That's a 100% fact. Roberto, got anything to say? You're muted, though.
No, pretty much everything is said, man. He's done. He's done.
Facts.
Now we just gotta see who's going down with him. That's the big thing now.
I'm telling you, if the right name is on there, either he's gonna beat it or they're gonna kill him.
Facts.
Plural, Danny. Plural.
Facts. And that's what I wanted to ask you. Like, do you guys think that, this is going to be like a domino effect to where a lot of, bad boy artists, or maybe not artists, but higher ups are going to get dragged into this?
I'm interested in seeing what Mace and Cam going to say about this. Because Mace got some receipts on it.
Yeah, and Mace and Puffy ain't good. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like they're not good.
I think Mace gonna spill some beans.
Also, they were also talking about how Keefe D, who got arrested for Tupac's murder, had this like indictment or this statement or whatever, and Puffy's name is like 100 and something times said in that statement. So
Wow.
not only are they going to get him with this, I believe they are going to try and pin Tupac's murder on him.
Wow.
Maybe even Biggie, right?
Wow.
Because there's a lot of talk that Biggie was going to start his own label and leave Bad Boys. So
There's on the news just tonight, me and my wife was watching news, and it was his was it his wife, I think. What was her name? Kim, whatever.
Kim Porter.
yeah, Kim Porter.
Kim Porter, she died of
Yeah.
pneumonia, and now she got a best-selling book, #1 on the booksellers list, and it says her personal diary. Now his kids are saying that's not true, but the writer, the guy that not wrote it, but I guess produced it or editor of it, is saying that he can't say everything in the book is true. He said, but a lot of things in that book is very solid, and they got like evidence to back it up. But he said, I can't sit here and say, but the book's only 59 pages long, what it said on the article. So I'm like,
I'll be
love
sure
to read that book.
Oh, me too. Because even I'll be sure, right? You talked about Kim Porter. I'll be sure was in a coma, and I'll be sure swears it's because of Puffy, right? So he says that Puffy had something to do with him being put in a coma. Not to mention the fact that the coma that he was put in is kind of the same thing
Jamie
that
Foxx.
killed. Right, but it's the kind of the same thing that killed Kim Porter. It just didn't kill, I'll be sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because like
that's and then they
pneumonia,
have
man, they got treated for that, especially with the money that he had. She died of pneumonia. I was like, oh,
100%.
I'm not saying you
Not to
can't die
mention-
from it, because I had it before. And
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
telling you, you feel like you're knocking on on the grave. I don't ever want that again.
Upper room.
Yeah, that's the only that's the only vaccination I'll take now.
Facts.
You
Not
take it
to
once every
mention
5 years.
the fact that they have this arson charge against him, and they can saying he blew up somebody's car. Can't remember the artist's car. Tried to kill him. So they are going to get Puffy on a lot of things,
I
bro.
don't put nothing past him.
He's gonna have to prove otherwise.
I don't put nothing.
Exactly.
That's gonna be the key thing. Can he prove that he wasn't part of all this stuff? I don't know if he can.
Hey, let's say they got a lot of evidence from his video cameras, even if he had proof that he didn't do certain things, just the fact that they have proof of like maybe, trying to extort somebody, they're going to believe everything. Everything is on the table. You know what I mean?
can't believe he ain't watched movies. You know, every big kingpin got a destruct button in their house. Why did he not put something on there?
But you know what, Danny? Like you said earlier, he probably thought he was untouchable.
Man, I don't
when you
care.
think you're untouchable,
You always gotta have a contingency plan.
That
you
is
get
true.
too comfortable.
And then
Yeah.
Biggie told him, and the song was the 10 Crack Commandments.
Yeah.
He gave him the blueprint of being that lifestyle.
Now, to be fair, this guy here, Choke No Doke, I really don't know who he is. But he was in the industry, and he says that his career was kind of railroaded because he wouldn't sleep with certain people. He doesn't say Puffy, but he said he wouldn't give up his booty, right? So I'm just saying, like, when it comes to the industry, it's kind of messed up, and I actually hope they clean it up. I really do, because at the end of the day,
they need to, because he took advantage of. What mother would let your son go live
Facts.
with somebody?
Yep.
Facts.
Usher done been. That's why Usher all crazy. And, yeah,
Facts.
confessions.
He knew something was up with Usher.
He need to do
As
confessions.
much as I
part two.
like that guy,
me
as
too.
much as I like him as an artist, me and the wife used to fight. There's something up with him, man.
And she would always defend, wouldn't she?
Yeah,
No,
always
you're
defend.
right.
Always
Yeah,
defend.
yeah.
He's married.
Yeah.
He has kids. I
Same
go,
thing,
yeah,
yeah.
that's a front.
with Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Poor kid.
Yeah, he was the one who, and that's why they're like Usher's name is being brought up a lot, because
He
he was the
pulled
one who.
Bieber into that world.
Yes, it was him who found Bieber and gave Bieber to Puffy, right? So
Not confessions. Dun, dun, dun,
my
dun, dun,
thing,
dun.
and my thing is,
Yeah.
my thing is this, and I said it before. Honestly believe that just like in the R. Kelly case, everybody should be charged. The parents that let the child go with Diddy, the people who were getting the girls, and the people who watched and seen and said nothing. All of them,
Facts.
every single one of them should get charged, bro. You know what I mean?
Well,
So
that would take years to do. They're gonna go
I
after the
know.
biggest fish. That's just like
Yeah.
fishing. If I'm going to a place, if you're in the right size fish, I'm throwing you back.
No, I
I'm just
get
You
it.
got the right
No,
one, you're leaving.
Right one, you're gonna leave it, and then you're gonna mount it on the wall. And he's the big fish. He is the Moby Dick.
oh yeah, 100%. And it's like that with like drug busts and everything, right? They want the big fish. They
Yep.
don't. The little guys, they use that as leverage to get you
That's bait.
whatever.
Yep.
But if you're working for like a cartel or something, they don't want you. They want the leader of the
I'm telling
cartel.
you, man, and that kind of heat that Puffy gonna get, I'm just saying now. And this real talk. Danny, did you know what Nzo did? Nzo went to this house on November 15th. He had on a gray Jordan shirt. I saw Roberto in a burgundy car. JG had some weed, and they were going to such and such such. And if I say this now, I'm not going to jail, right? Nope, you're gonna be full immunity. Boy, I could have #1 hit, boy.
Just so you guys know, this is an officer of the law
I'm just,
talking, so he's entitled to be
I'm,
honest,
I'm
right?
just letting you know, I'm not going to jail for nobody.
Oh,
Nobody on
neither
this
am I.
planet,
I agree.
I'm not going to jail for.
Me either.
Danny.
That rat rule does not apply to me.
Me neither. Me neither. Me
Because you're a
neither.
rat for putting me in that predicament in the first place.
Yeah, first of
Um,
all, I'm not knowingly getting involved with that mess. And the second I
Facts.
know it's some kind of mess, I'm up out of there.
Facts. I'm right there with you guys, right? We ain't gangsters on the street. We ain't doing nothing. So if it's my life in jail, as claustrophobic as I'm singing like a canary. They'd be like, sir, 25 years to life. I tried to play hard at first. I don't know. I never see nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
It'd be like
Oh,
what
sir, we're
Anthony
gonna
Anderson in
charge you
Transformers. Was that
25
Transformers?
years.
They have in the
Which
back.
one? Yeah,
Transformers.
oh, with the donuts. Yeah. Said 20.
She
Sir,
did
you're
it.
looking.
She did it. Don't talk to me, criminal. Don't.
You're looking at 25. You're looking at 25 years to life. Well, this is what happened. I was going down the street and I seen Roberto. Like I would sing like a canary, 100%.
I might add on some stuff too.
I'm gonna be very convincing, buddy.
To make it look good, 100%. And it's funny too because that trial that's going on with the rapper, what's his name?
Young Dolph?
Oh, yeah, right. They had a dude
he's
where
flying like a bird, bro.
but they had a dude in there where they asked him all kinds of questions and he told them what they wanted to hear. And then when he got to court, he was like, yeah, you guys, I told you guys at the beginning I didn't know anything, but you kept asking, so I told you what I wanted to hear. You know what I mean? Like I was like, bro, I'd have done the same thing. I'll tell you everything you want to hear. Is that what it is? Yes, he did it. That is correct. He did it. All right, let's continue.
It's with R. Kelly, it was the surviving R. Kelly. Right. You had him in a relationship with two women who parents was trying to get money out of him.
Right.
And when they couldn't get no more money out of him, then they created this whole facade about their daughters was being held captive and victims and pissing in buckets and he wasn't feeding them, and all of it was BS. Because when the court came to when the case went to court and all the evidence played out, it was all a bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And being that all these civil suits came from all these different people trying to get money from him, that piled on to the civil suits became allegations for Homeland Security to go and grab these people and take all these people from these civil suits and sit them in front of a grand jury and got R. Kelly indicted. And we are seeing the same thing happen with Diddy right now. All this stuff led to Cassie getting the confidence, because if you read her lawsuit, she has Gene in her lawsuit.
What is she saying about Gene?
You know, some of the allegations that he made, she's referencing. You know what I'm saying? So now,
like referencing the interviews?
Yeah, referencing Gene's interview. I'm not victim shaming her.
Right.
But you was with him for 10 years. If this was going on for 10 years, at what point was you going to say, oh, I need to leave this relationship? Right?
Now, the pushback is going to be, you know, a lot of times women do stay in abusive relationships just because of like the trauma.
Fear, trauma, all this bullshit, right? And I'm not saying it's all bullshit, but if Diddy was a broke nigga, would she have stayed? If Diddy wasn't famous, would she have stayed?
So I talked about that last night when I was with LowKey and them, and I kind of agree with that statement there. You know what I mean? Huh? Okay, go ahead, Danny.
Because abused women all different kind of financial status that they stay with the people that they love. If she love them, and an abused woman statistically gets abused 6 to 7 times before she says I had enough. So the fact that he was P. Diddy made it more appealing, but broke women, financially struggling women, successful women, educated women, uneducated women, if they love the man, they stay with him. A lot of them stay with him through that abuse until they get enough of it. So that's not necessarily a true statement.
Okay. So I do agree with that. I do 100%. But I also believe because of who he was, what he could do for her. Because remember, Cassie was supposed to have an album coming out, right? She was working with Diddy for those type of things. Now, maybe you're right. You know, she loved him, whatever. And I 100% agree with that. Now, Nadia also said that she was young as well, which I wasn't privy to. I think she was like 17 or something like that. But I'm just like, 10 years though.
You ever heard of the Stockholm syndrome?
Yes.
That's real. Like these ladies that were kidnapped by the bank robbers, they were with them for so long, they start feeling sympathetic towards the bank robbers. And I'm pretty sure Puffy was charming and he showed them the good side, all that kind of stuff. And she fell in love with him. And the cherry on the top was, yeah, I'm going to help you with your music career, because she see all these people that he has made famous and all that kind of stuff. But then she saw, as we saw on the video, that was too late. And when he saw what he did to her, but then you already invested in the guy. I don't think he beat her the whole 10 years. The first 2 or 3 could have been fantastic.
Could have been. You see, and I don't know how far the abuse goes, but I know that they talked about how one time he did abuse her and wouldn't let her leave the hotel room or the apartment until her bruises healed. So I've heard them kind of stories, which is fucked up. You know what I mean? For those are the things, 100%, this dude needs to go to jail for it. Your thoughts, Roberto?
I can see all of this being 100% true, because this industry has a lot of snakes. This guy is a king cobra of the snakes. King cobra. I don't know if he's a narcissist, because I've never really seen any character background done on this guy, but I could believe 1,000% that those accusations made against him actually happened.
I agree with you. I believe. Yeah, go ahead.
We tried to get into that industry. And just getting into it for a couple of months, me and Bubs, God rest his soul, we said, yo, fuck that. Let's get out of this. And we were on such a small scale.
Yeah, I know. I remember. So what was the issues you were having?
Just favors they want, like put me up in the Ritz. We haven't signed anything with you. Like, you're not that big that we got to put you in the Ritz. You know the Ritz down on Sherbrooke?
Yeah.
We're going to put you up there $2,000 a night to just talk to you? And then you want us to come down there to your studio. You haven't even met our artists yet, and you're telling us how long it's going to be, what it's going to cost. Anytime money's the issue, and you're not really giving me the value in your presentation, my senses go up, man. I'm going to be a hard win.
I got you. What's up, Andrea? Thanks for popping in. Much appreciated. All right, so let's listen to a little bit more about this, then we'll move on.
Diddy couldn't have do nothing for her career. Would she have stayed?
I think it helped, but there are women that stay with gentlemen that aren't necessarily financially in position, and the abuse and the fear, those things do play a part, though, too.
What are the chances that Cassie, this pretty young girl with a promising career, would have stayed with Diddy if he had nothing to do for her? Because she left Ryan Leslie for him, right?
I was going to say
that's corporate climbing. What Ryan Leslie do to her for her to leave him? He was helping her with her career, right?
He was.
Okay. She left him for Diddy. Why?
Because I guess he was the bigger fish.
Okay. Now, let's not be stupid.
Or we assume that, right?
Let's not be stupid here, right? Ryan Leslie's just as talented as Diddy.
Yeah,
right? And probably not even more talented because he can actually play and produce.
He does a different lane too,
right,
the technology and everything.
Okay. So once again, Cassie, I'm not saying you're not a victim, right? And I'm not saying he wasn't abusive. I'm just saying I come from the era where I see women prey on rappers to come up. Right. And then when they figured out rappers ain't have no money, they started moving over to ball players, like the Lalas with the Carmelo Anthonys. You know what I'm saying? And they come up. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, Danny. He said, "Wow, what are you thinking?"
Was that JG?
Oh, it's JG. JG.
No. I don't think Carmelo. I don't think Lala necessarily used Carmelo. I think.
That's tough.
Yeah, I'll never get that vibe. I like I said, I don't know. I think she looked good. She has the right attributes that he liked, and we've all heard the stories how these ball players like Magic Johnson. He called his thing the Magic Room. And the story said that he go to one city, he tell his boy, "Hey, I want a room full of redheads." So when he get done with the game, he got a room full of redheads. Next city, I want a room full of blondes. Next, I want a room full of big butts. I want a room full of. So I'm not necessarily saying that it ain't a two-way street. So and the Carmelo Lala, I don't know. Neither one of them gets into trouble that I've heard of. They don't do their thing. And I think they just didn't get along because maybe Carmelo wasn't being totally faithful to her, going to all these different cities. We keep hearing all those stories about basketball players got girls in all these different cities and that kind of stuff. So I mean, I don't know. I can't sit here and say one was wrong than the other one, but I don't think she necessarily used Carmelo on the come up. It may have sped up her career, but I think she would have got there because it ain't like she's a fantastic actress, but she does what she does.
I got you. Now I'm trying to figure out, was she on the BE2 show before Carmelo, or did that happen after?
I don't know. I know she was on Power for like 2 episodes.
Okay.
I mean 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know whether Carmelo helped her get on that or her, but she has little small roles in actors. She ain't gonna win no award for best actress or whatever. But she's not bad. I've seen a whole lot worse.
But to be fair, I'll let you go in a second, JG. And I'm going to say this to be fair, and Roberto can attest to this. Sometimes it's about who you know. You know what I mean? Like, it's not always about talent or what you can do. Sometimes it's about who you know.
That is
right?
very true.
More times than not.
Exactly.
Very true. I got my current job at the department because not of what I could do, but my dad knew the captain that was hiring. And that's how I got my foot in the door.
Yeah.
And that's what every dad should do for their children. Hey, I know such and such. I can't go in there and do the interview for you, but I can get you in front of the man. Now you got to do the rest of the work. You was able to get me in front of the man. I did the rest.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. It's all about, connections. That's why a lot of people make connections, even on this YouTube stuff. You're always trying to make connections, build up your channel, talk to certain people. So it's always about connections. It's always about who you know. JG, you were going to say?
Yeah, man, I kind of agree with Danny. Like that Carmelo Lala thing, I don't. Maybe he knows something we don't. I'm not sure, but I mean, Lala was doing MTV before she even knew Carmelo was. So
That's what
if
I
she
was
needed,
asking.
if she needed any, people to help her out, she always shout out Ludacris all the time on what was it, whatever that thing she was on. She knew Aaliyah. She knew a lot of people. So Carmelo was probably, I guess you can say financially, he might have helped her,
Hmm.
but I can't say that being married to him got her into those doors. Because when she got divorced or got away from him, that's when you start seeing her more and more. So I don't know.
Yeah. At the end of the day, like I said, you know what I mean? We all we all had help from somebody, knew somebody with
That Freudian
situation.
slip.
I say use, I know, Danny. But at the end of the day, yeah, sometimes you use certain people to get where you want to be. You know what I mean? Like they don't have to be a friend or anything, but you keep someone you know, in your phone because one day you may be able to call them up and say, "Hey, need a job, or I need this, or I need that." You know what I mean? So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's all that. But let's continue.
Mm-hmm.
Almost done.
And it's been going on for a long time. So excuse me if I
Almost
don't
done.
have
It's
as
56
much
minutes, bro.
sympathy
Yeah, we're not
as
watching though. I
everybody
just
else
getting to I
because
think
I've
6 or 7 minute
been in
mark.
situations where women will lie on you. You know what I'm saying? Out of spite or out of get back. You know what I'm saying? Now we dealing with a woman that Puff provided her with a trainer, and she started sleeping with the trainer, and went as
Mm.
far as having 2 kids and married the trainer off of his dollar, right? But nobody's gonna look at it that way, right? So, um, no, I wasn't surprised that he was going to get locked up. I predicted this due to the fact that these dudes is going on the internet and talking about criminal activity, stuff that they know can get him locked up.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? And they took that, the Southern District of New York, and they took that along with all these other people that came forth. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna see everybody that's, for the most part, that's going to be that testified in the grand jury are all the civil cases. So they built this case off the civil cases. This is why it goes back to just 2009, 2008, 2009, when he started dating Cassie. That's it.
It's not
Cassie,
statute of limitation though.
I don't know what the statute of limitations are, but to me, it's a domestic violence case, right? Um, the statute of limitations for probably assault may be up, but they charge him with racketeering.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they charging him with conspiracy. So no, there's no statute.
Did you always hear about these freak offs? Because that seems to be the headline for him.
Freak offs came out in more
recent time.
Recently. That was coined. That phrase was coined maybe in Cassie's civil lawsuit, I believe.
Right.
You know, so were there? I call them after parties.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Is there parties in the industry where you go to the award show and then you bring your family and everybody to the after party, and then there's the party where only the celebrities in the elite club or the gay boule people go to, because if you're not with that lifestyle, then you have no business being
But
there.
$1,000 bottles of baby oil, that seems to be an after party after that you just named. It's like,
bro, they said he had 1,000 bottles of baby oil. I don't know if that's true, false. Like, baby oil is not a fucking crime. That's not 1,000 grams of cocaine. That's not 1,000 bricks. There's nothing illegal about baby oil.
It seems that they may have video evidence of this baby oil being used.
How?
Because they said he was filming it.
Oops, hold on.
Okay, but can you kill somebody with baby oil?
I make them drink it.
Okay, so great point, right? I do think it was interesting that they're trying to put certain conversations
Almost
out there
done.
in terms
Just
of the
wanna
press. By
get
even
to where he talks about
CNN report about freak offs in the detail that they did. Is this like a plot to kind of embarrass him?
Listen, you could have had a threesome, a foursome, a fivesome. He could have had a tensome, right? Those are our personal preferences and our sexuality. That's not a crime, bro. If Diddy is this super freak nigga that loves to have sex with baby oil all over the place, where's the crime in that? We could go to Amsterdam right now and fuck all day and not go to jail for it. And the police could be standing right there and watch us go right in the room and have sex with every chick on the goddamn block. And we will not go to jail, right? And that will be our personal preference, right?
Yeah.
Okay, as long as I get my motherfucking shit up every door I go in, that's all that matters, right? That would be my personal preference.
So then he starts talking about the stuff that goes on in the party and how all the stuff is not illegal. It's a good video. You should go out and watch it if you guys want to. Interesting to hear what he had to say. But I mean, I said that too. I'm like, the baby oil is not illegal. What were you gonna say, Danny?
From what I researched, there's a statute of limitations on RICO.
Oh, is there?
It's 4 years for civil RICO and it's 5 years for criminal RICO. And that's from it says here the RICO Act applies when members of the criminal organization commit any other listed federal and state crimes within a 10-year period. So this had to go back. It's 2014. They can't go all the way back to Cassie. So anything he did from 2014 till now, you get a 10-year window.
That's interesting.
According to this research.
So then, if
for the time of the let's see, the statute of limitations is an affirmative action defense that can be used to dismiss cases if the complaint was not filed within the time limit. So for a civil RICO act, it got to be 4 years from the date of the injury or discovery. So if they discover this in 2020, if it's not filed in the correct time frame, they can't use it. If it's a civil RICO act.
But if they discovered it in 2020 and the incident happened in 2008, they can still charge him because they only found out in 20 charge him? They
can only go back 10 years. 10 years.
Okay. So that's interesting.
But it says now there's exceptions. If it's a sex offense involving a minor or a violent act such as kidnapping or arson.
Okay,
So if he didn't kidnap anybody or he didn't do anything with a minor, then that's the exception to the rule.
So, so that's why they have kidnapping in the indictments, because they're saying that when he, let's say, beat Cassie, right, and held her where she couldn't leave the house until her injuries healed, that's what they're saying is the kidnapping.
Okay, that's the exception then. There's 3 exceptions: minors, sexual acts with minors, kidnapping, and arson. Did you say they got somebody here blowing up a car or something?
Yes.
So,
yeah. So they have the arson and the kidnapping. Very interesting. It's good to. It'll be good to see what happens. Yeah, go ahead.
20 years of life for racketeering.
Oh yeah,
Really?
he's done.
Wow.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah, I'd be saying, boy, take that, take this. You're gonna go to jail.
He's done because
there's gotta be somebody on that list bigger than him. There's somebody he recorded. So. There is somebody he recorded that is bigger than him, and I'd be singing like a canary, buddy.
And you know what's funny? I said this too, right? If there is that the case, I believe maybe the Ciroc guys, right? When he did all of that, they're racist and stuff. Maybe he had them on video as well, and they were like, you know what? Okay, we're gonna silence you, Diddy, since you think that you're bigger than everything.
They messed up his money, buddy, because I worked in a liquor store this past year. And Ciroc sales were sad, buddy.
Oh yeah, 100%. not to mention the fact that these guys supposedly like alcohol big business, right? So very powerful people. I think if they end up, unaliving Diddy, then what's gonna
Unalive.
happen? Yeah, YouTube thing,
I ain't never
unalive
heard of that one.
YouTube thing, a lot of people they say unalive, but let's just say they do that, a lot of the evidence that they have is gonna go missing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. They got,
If it hasn't already.
I hate to say this,
Facts.
man. They got some dirty cops on the payroll.
Oh yeah,
They're
100%.
gonna do their research. Hey man, I'll give you $5 million. You burn those videos.
I'm
Somebody
burning
gonna-
every piece of
somebody
video
gonna-
I see.
Somebody gonna take that.
Oh yeah, I would.
100%. Because Diddy paid $50K to get that video, the hotel video from the hotel with Cassie, and it still came out. So even though they got the money, someone still recorded that and kept a copy of that
Mhm.
video.
Bruh,
What I
won't
mean?
sit here and say I would have done that.
I would have
Y'all
done
made a
it. Too.
copy.
Yeah, I would have did it too.
I
I would have took his money, sold it. Somebody else got more money.
Yeah, I would have did too.
Here's the only copy. You sure? That's it, bro. This is all
I'm gonna make some copies too.
I have 10 in my car, right? Chill.
Facts. You know how much money TMZ would have paid for that information to be the first to have it? Because it came out CNN first, right? But if it was TMZ, you're talking like 10 to 15 million. They would have probably paid for that video.
Who you want to make a check out to? Jason Miller.
Facts.
That's my name, Jason Miller. And I have at the bank, Jason Miller, aka Danny Graham. Only take this one check.
Trust me. At the end of the day, though, guys, we all think that Diddy is going to jail for life. That's it. It's over for him. More documentaries are going to come out. But let's get your final thoughts on the Diddy thing, Roberto.
See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.
Danny.
You better change bad boy to life to don't drop the soap for life.
JG.
Should have took his butt to Haiti or wherever else he could go.
Facts.
Is Haiti non-extradition?
I don't know about the Americans ain't finna go in there.
I know Russell Simmons is in Bali, and I believe Bali doesn't have any extradition.
I ain't joking.
Me too.
Smoking some weed,
I
doing
don't
everything.
understand why he did not have his money sent over there. And time as he caught wind of that, man, I'd been on that plane. I'm out of here.
Facts. And it's the FBI. It's not regular police that coming after you, bro. This is the FBI. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Amount of money you have, you could have lived the rest of your life cool and safe in Bali. Go ahead, Roberto.
Guaranteed he's inside saying, I should have fucking listened. I should have fucking
Tell
listened.
you. All that baby oil to use with some Bali women. He been just happy. Or boys, whatever he like.
But here's the thing too as well, right? And final thoughts. But even if he did have all this evidence and recorded it, that evidence should have got taken from his hard drive, shipped over to a fucking safe deposit box somewhere where they can't get it, right? And there should have been no evidence whatsoever on his computers.
That fool should have had a furnace inside his house.
Facts.
And time as he do something, go right in that furnace. And I had the ashes dumped every week.
Facts, 100%. Because I'm telling you, man, if you want to keep leverage on people, which what he's probably doing, right? You don't keep the evidence at your house. You ship that shit somewhere safe where no one else can find it. You know what I mean? Overseas in one of these countries where if the U.S. says, hey, we need to get into that, safe deposit box, they say go fuck yourselves. Sorry for cursing, but they say go F yourselves, right? That's what he should have did. But unfortunately, he thought he was bigger than the law.
You just say this. I'm not a crook. I try to live a righteous life as best I can, but y'all better start watching Power. They can tell you how to get out of these jams, man. They show it to you. It's like the playbook for dummy crooks.
Facts, 100%, bro. 100%. Well, that's the topic.
You better get smarter, because that.
But here's
if that has evidence in your house, that makes zero sense to me.
Here's the thing, though, Danny. And I'm gonna tell you this straight up. If I was making Puff's money, I'd be at church with you every Sunday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's funny.
You know what I mean?
He had a legitimate business, bro. I don't know. I don't understand what he was trying to achieve.
It's all image.
I don't understand
Yes.
that, bro.
But you see,
I got a lucrative company. I can get any woman I want to. I don't want for nothing. I got a lucrative alcohol business, bro. He had the American dream.
Absolutely. And fucked it up. And I think that's a problem with a lot of black men in the industry. You know, they get that money and they mess it
Not
up. John
necessarily
Morant.
black. That's with everybody.
Well, yeah. But I'm just saying because, you know, it's more like, for example, John Morant, right? We talk about it on Square One and all this stuff. You know, he had it, right? You said he would have probably been the face of the NBA. And because he had to be, I guess, gangster when he didn't even grow up that life. You know what I mean?
Some of that too, Nzo, is you got to surround yourself with the right people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think his friend was jealous of his success, so to speak, kind of going from a Square One tangent. But I think that's a lot of it, bro. If you got something going on and you trying to do something good, build your brand, and you see somebody doing some silly stuff, you get that clown one chance, and if they don't take advantage of that one chance, you get them up out of there.
100%. You don't do anything to mess up your money, especially when you have the potential that you have, when you reach the heights that Diddy had. You know what I mean? R. Kelly should have stopped doing what he was doing. All of that stuff. You gotta protect your brand.
I give it
your
even
money,
more
bro.
for athletes, Anzo, because man, all them like a football player, all those reps, catching these footballs, running these drills, going to these camps, sacrificing your away from your family, eating these stringent diets. Why do all that?
Facts.
All that sacrifice and then mess it up for something stupid and silly. It makes no sense to me.
Because I'm watching, and I just finished the episode. I think it's the second episode, third episode, the Aaron Hernandez stuff, bro. This guy had it all, man. He had it all. Everybody wanted it.
There.
Right. And they're also, which I didn't know because I've kind of followed the story, but maybe not as much. But they're really harping on this. He was like bisexual stuff. I didn't know that.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I didn't know that either. Right. So they're harping on. Yeah, go ahead.
That's a big issue in the NFL. You remember that black guy? I can't think he was this killer linebacker.
Yeah.
And
he played for Rams, I think.
He got drafted.
I think he was a defensive end.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Might be. I thought
he played for the Rams.
I know he played on the defense.
Rams, I remember that.
And he got out the closet.
Came out.
It messed his career up.
Yeah.
100%. He was out closet in the draft. As soon as his name got called in the draft, he started kissing his boyfriend on camera. That was it.
See, so that's what I'm saying. So they harping on that. You know what I mean? And you're right. He wasn't really mentally stable, Roberto. But from what they showing, because he didn't. So far, he hasn't done anything yet, from what I've seen. Right? He hasn't done his first murder or anything like that. But you can see. Yeah.
That
but
was
you can
one
see
paranoid mofo. If you want to look up the definition of paranoid, that is the man right there.
Didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a top tight end. Like if those two would have stayed together, who knows how many Super Bowls they would have had.
Hernandez and Gronk. Oh my
facts. Yeah, facts, 100%. So that's interesting. But again, we're gonna move on to the next topic. Roberto sent me this, and I know he said it was triggering, and I'm gonna bring it up here. And no, it's no police officer, Danny. You already know.
Look, Danny thinks I'm a cop hater or something.
There's not been much anything with the police going on, so it's
Thank goodness.
You know what I mean?
Prayers have been answered.
But it's on the, and we're gonna get into it. It's on the Haitians eating cats and dogs thing.
Oh, we're skipping Trump.
We'll get to that later. We're gonna do the cats and dogs thing because I think It triggered you, Roberto, so I'm trying to trigger you again, right? So I want to bring up this
I keep
video
hearing
here.
about this animal thing. So what are they saying? That these different countries are eating?
Not different countries. The Haitians that migrated to, I don't know what state it is, Ohio, I think it is.
Yeah, Columbus, I think.
They're killing the cats and dogs in the neighborhoods or something?
Yes.
And they're eating them.
Eating
Yes. Right. So this guy came out here, and I think the reason why it triggered Roberto so bad is because he's Jamaican. So let's watch this.
The Haitian immigrants are indeed eating animals. Let me tell you something about these people. Not only are they harvesting cats for food, but also for witchcraft purposes, voodoo purposes. Understand this. If you don't want to take my word for it, go out there, meet a Haitian, talk to them about it. This is not something they aren't proud of. It's their culture. They eat these animals and they use the blood and bones of these animals for voodoo and witchcraft purposes. This is not a joke. The fact that they are here illegally, Kamala did say she gave them a temporary protection, over 100,000 of them. But here's the thing, for good luck purposes, they will harvest cats. They will use the blood and the bone of these cats. They consume these things because they believe it brings good luck and good juju. This is not a joke. It's a fact. This is their culture. This is what they believe. They will die on a hill on this belief. Like I said, meet a Haitian.
This guy feels like he's the final word.
This is not something I'm guessing.
You know what I mean?
This is something I am telling you. I've had conversation with these people. I know of plenty of these people who, in Jamaica, where I am from, they have a great relationship with wrongdoers in Jamaica. These people they trade good, well, not mine, but our Jamaican good ganja for weed, for cocaina, and for pew-pews. And every single move they make, they perform their rituals, which they believe after these rituals, they will not get touched, they will not get caught by the police or by law enforcement, Coast Guard, the military, whatever. They have very well success rate when it comes to traveling by boat across the Jamaican-Haitian border. They do this damn near weekly. Like I said, this is not speculations from me. This is a fact. I am telling you, I know these people. I know what I'm talking about. I could even go into more details of the things they do when it comes to their rituals based off of stories that I've heard from them directly. But due to the sensitivity of TikTok, I'll leave that alone. But understand this, those ducks / geese / dogs / cats, they are going missing. They are eating them. They are harvesting their blood for witchcraft and voodoo purposes. I'm not capping. Do not come on here, white liberals and black liberals. Do not come on here and tell me that I'm capping or I'm talking bullshit or I don't know what I'm saying. This is stuff I personally have spoke with these people about, okay? This is pure knowledge. This is not speculations. And give it time, it will end up on your doorsteps. This is their culture, this is their belief, this is what they do regardless. Fresh out of Haiti, they're not Americanized. They are gonna practice what they know, hands down. And this is something, like I said, they are proud of, okay? So you can locate one of them and talk to them yourself. And if an American Americanized Haitian want to get up on my under my comments and try to deny any of this, before you do that, talk to your meme and your grandme and your grandpepe, who's been born and raised in Haiti, who know about this stuff, before you come and try to challenge me on anything, okay? I'm spitting facts, point blank, period, no question, okay? And like I always say, Trump that I was choking on that one, too much truth.
Anyways,
Was he gonna big up Trump?
Yeah, bigs up Trump at the end.
As soon as you bring politics in it, I don't believe you anymore.
But even still, though, bro, we grew up with Haitians. You ever hear of Haitians doing any bullshit like this?
I did hear stories of voodoo.
Yeah, 100%.
I have never heard or witnessed, and we grew up with plenty of Haitians. Don't tell me they're domesticated. Cats did not disappear, and dogs did not disappear in our neighborhood. I never see no cat hair or anything along those lines in any of their houses. As much as they say there's a rivalry between Jamaican and Haitians, I guess there's some that's going to be truthful, and others, it's not true to fact. I have lots of Haitian friends.
Absolutely.
They know I'm Jamaican, and I know they're Haitian.
Me too, 100%. And this is the bullshit that goes on, right? But I'm going to show you guys something. I want to hear JG's thoughts first.
But I just want to say one thing before you go.
Yeah, go ahead.
The reason why I sent this to Nzo is because now a black man is saying that about black people.
Yes.
You don't think they're going to take the validity in this now?
Facts, 100%. And I'm going to show you a video where there was another black man who said the same thing, right? And trust me, we're gonna dig. Danny knows when I'm bringing up a topic like this, right? I'm gonna come with some receipts as well. JG, what do you think?
Yeah, I dated a Haitian girl once. I remember hearing her tell stories about her grandparents, or whatever, just so with chicken bones, but never cats, dogs, nothing like that. And it's very dangerous for somebody to come out there and say that, because Haitians are basically black. So how do you know a Haitian just walking around the corner, right? I remember seeing one was a town hall. A guy was saying the Haitians don't know how to drive. They run in the walls and they eating geese and stuff. I'm like, how do you know they're Haitian?
Facts.
So they say, hey, I'm Haitian. I'm eating it. No, you don't know that.
Facts.
So I can walk down the street in those areas. Do I have to? I might get canceled saying this, but do I have to wear like a Star of David on my arm or something like that to say that, hey, I'm not Haitian or I'm this and that? Like, that's very dangerous. I mean, that's, like I said before, the whole Trump thing is playing on the side of fear, right? And woo!
Fear and passing blame.
I'm getting a little upset about this right now because it's ridiculous.
Passing blame too, because they're blaming Kamala for allowing these people to come in.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's look. It's you. I mean, everybody can point fingers at either side. I mean, it's just getting ridiculous. When it's all said and done, it's all ridiculous.
Here's the problem. I'll let Donnie go in a second, but here's the problem, right? It's the rhetoric that you're putting out there, right?
Thanks.
And you're putting this out there against immigrants, Haitians, but people can't tell whether a black man is a Haitian, Jamaican, American without actually speaking to him. And even then, sometimes you may not be able to know as well, unless he just got off the boat. Hey, yo, I'm Haitian. You have the Haitian accent. Okay, yeah, we know you're Haitian, right? But at the end of the day, you don't know that unless you talk to somebody. Danny, what are your thoughts? Especially since you don't really know much about it. I want to hear what you have to say.
There are a lot of myths out there about different demographics. I've always heard from an early age, and I think I told you my experience with Jamaicans. Just so what I've heard, I don't know this to be true. I'm taking what Roberto says because he is Jamaican, but I've always associated voodoo with Jamaicans, and I've always associated violence with Jamaicans. If you cross them, they coming. But you can say about several. But you can say about several other demographics. I don't know anything about Haitians. I've never been to Haiti. I don't know what their lifestyle look. I mean, I've never been to Haiti.
Sorry, Daddy, that was funny. Haiti.
But we've heard the same thing about Chinese people. They eat dogs and cats and that kind of stuff or whatever. I don't know. I've never been to Haiti. I've never met a Haitian. I don't know what their particular lifestyle, beliefs, religious practices are. Had I not known Nzo and Roberto, who are part of that culture, I might would have believed the guy. But based on what Roberto says, and that's not nothing that's the norm, then I choose to believe that maybe he's making stuff up. I don't know who he's talking to in Colorado. I don't know what people are there. I've never heard about anybody giving anybody 100,000 people a protection order. I've never heard that before. So I mean, I don't know. If you don't know, then sometimes if someone comes out with some credible or what appears to be credible statements and he say he has receipts, and if you ask your grandparents, sometimes grandparents know things that we don't know because they were living during that particular time. Like I said, had I not known Roberto Ronaldo, I probably would have believed the guy. I mean, I don't know.
I got you. And you see, this is, and that's great that you said that, because there are a lot of people out there who never had any interactions with any Haitians, right? So they are believing that stuff, right? And the first person who talked about it was this black woman, right? This is what she had to say after all of the stuff came out. So watch this.
Not good. It just exploded, Springfield woman claims. She never meant to spark false rumors about Haitians. She says in this, like, actually, my source, it wasn't even quite my neighbor's daughter's friend. It was like another person removed from that even. And then since talking, I found out, like, I had some of the details wrong and it wasn't really a thing. And now all this terrible stuff has happened. All these people seem to just hate all of the Haitian people, and I didn't want that. And I'm a member of the LGBTQ plus community, and they could come for me next. Yeah. They could. But who else? How about a guy who spoke up at a...
Right? So that was the first person who spoke about it. Now she coming out and saying she never meant to talk about the Haitians. Then we have this clip.
That's what I was talking about.
Because it's the people that's bringing them down here. Because wherever they're at, that's what they're used to, bro. They're in the park grabbing up ducks by their neck and cutting their head off and walking off with them.
Yeah, that was him talking about ducks before all this blew up. Since it's blown up,
I don't know how the fuck cats and dogs arose from that shit. I said something about some goose because people were in the fucking park concerned with their kids because they seen a motherfucker do it. So I brought it to City Hall's attention. Thank you for all the people that actually gave a fuck, but I ain't never seen no fucking cat and dog get ate in my life, and I never fucking said that. I said something about a goose, and somebody told me they see somebody grab a fucking goose up and cut his fucking head off.
So again, you coming up there and you saying now someone told you, but you were adamant about it in that first interview. And the piece de la resistance is this one.
You again started this in part by saying that, which Donald Trump repeated on the debate stage, he just said Haitians are eating dogs and cats. Can you affirmatively say now that that is a rumor that has no basis with evidence?
There was a congressional hearing just last week of angel moms who lost children because Kamala Harris let criminal migrants into this country who then murdered their children. The American media totally ignored this stuff until Donald Trump and I started talking about cat memes. If I have to, create stories so that the American media actually pays attention to the suffering of the American people.
Let's hear that again.
Media actually pays American media create stories about cat memes. If I have to, create stories so that the American media actually pays attention to the suffering of the American people, then that's what I'm going to do, Dana.
You just said that this is a story that you created.
I think you made a valid point of anything, Nzo. Haitians are black. They're going to treat all blacks as Haitians in that state. They're not going to take the time to find out your nationality.
100%. And it was the same thing here at one point, right? Where it was like, oh, you know, if you black, they considered you Jamaican.
Yep.
So you literally had JD Vance coming out there and saying, if I have to create a story, that's what I'm going to do. But
And it's
people
still on the
want to,
notion.
right, and people want to sit there and still say that Haitians are out there eating cats and dogs. Like, for real, honestly, all you got to do is just check and do some research, man. You know what I
Speak to the
mean? And
people in the town that are pleading for these stories to stop, so the
100%.
kids could go back to school. They're disrupting a life.
100%. And that's the problem that I have, is that, these damn narratives are coming out. And it just seems to me like, and I'm going to say it, but Trump just be on the internet way too freaking much. And he sees a story on the internet and is like, oh, they're eating cats and dogs. Hey, guess what, guys? They're out there eating cats and dogs. You had the mayor of Ohio coming out and saying that it's not true, that there has been no evidence of it.
You think one or two people might have reported it?
Possibly.
But even then, how do you know they're Haitian?
Right. No, but there's no reports.
Exactly, no reports. So it's like I said, it's just a tactic of fear, right? I mean, yeah, there is a migrant crisis in this country. Yes, that's true. But just stick to the truth. Stick to the facts. Don't make up any stories trying to push a false narrative. This just makes you look worse.
Mm-hmm.
It makes you look worse.
Yeah, he heard that in preparation of the debate and just used that because that's one of the key talking points of his debate about immigration. And so he heard that it was publicized by the national news media and all those different outlets. So he's like, yeah, might as well use it. But he, like Lonzo said earlier, you should definitely research before you go out and say something and tie your name to it, and then it makes you look kind of silly when it comes out to be false.
But you know what, Daddy, the thing is, and I'm going to say it, as Americans, as a whole, we don't read anything. We just go off whatever somebody tells us, we just run with it.
Mm-hmm.
Case in point, what Lonzo just showed us. Someone says one thing, what was people doing social media everywhere else, they ran with it, right?
Yep.
And it's ridiculous. Like I said, you have kids who are Haitian, Jamaican, or even black in general, probably going to those schools getting bullied and picked on because some idiot came up with a story like that. I mean, we're black every day. We got to go through stuff every day. Why come up with something, push a false narrative that's going to make it even harder than it already is?
They should. Now he should get charged with something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If Puff getting charged all that stuff, and he publicly said that the same way Puff made public statements or people made public statements, they use it against him, then they should charge him with whatever they can charge him, criminally and civilly.
Thank you for reminding me. Because actually he is being charged, or at least they're trying to put a case on him for for saying that stuff.
Yep. That's basically defamation of character.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. 100%.
Like you went up there saying, what was his focus? Kids getting missing or whatever you said. Stick with that. If those are facts, stick with those. Because once you start putting out some other BS like you did, whatever happens to you, bro, needs to happen.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. So,
and it's a kind of off topic. I remember when Danny was talking about playing with Jamaicans on a video game. The other day I played with some Jamaicans, right? I know they're joking. They said it with Jamaicans. That's the only thing I know. Bro, the only words I knew was bumba clot, stop, and over there. He was saying some stuff. I'm like, bro, I said, dude, I don't understand what you're saying.
Man, don't even, bro. When you got a fear over a game system, you know it's serious. Man, I was glad to get uninvited off that system.
I can't lie.
I'm out.
I can't lie. I was right there with you. I remember one time I met like my first like this Jamaican dude. He just came up, right? I know Roberto, Jose, his brother, all of them. They're Jamaican, but they've been kind of for a long time. But this dude just came up, and he always like just mean mugging. You know what I mean? Face always screw. I used to be scared of this guy. I'm like, yo, this guy looks like he's just gonna pop off and kill somebody one day. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Man, them
I
cats
get what
don't
you're
play.
saying.
What's that Steven
100%.
Seagal movie?
Mark for Dad.
Man,
Oh my gosh. Hold on. Keep talking because I got something to show you guys.
man, this sucker's like Screwface Powers. He has 4 eyes and 2 heads.
I am so glad you brought up the Steven Seagal thing because I completely forgot. But at the end of the day, I just think that you sitting there making these accusations about Haitians, it reflects on all Black people. You know what I mean? And that's a big problem.
Didn't they say this
That's
in
a huge-
Colorado, right?
Ohio, I think.
I think it's Ohio.
Ohio, yeah.
Man, that's
Springfield, Ohio.
That's traditionally Caucasian, if I'm not mistaken, the population.
Well,
no, I'm not saying before.
that-
I mean,
you probably
a
right.
lot of times when you
Yeah.
go into foreign territory, man, they don't like that.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So they'll say whatever they need to say to get you up out of there. I remember when I used to
Oh, yeah,
drive truck, man.
100%.
I went to Kentucky. I mean, I did not stay that night. I went in, made a delivery, and got back out.
Why you got a vibe?
There was no Blacks. I saw one.
Shoot, this place
Yeah.
in Arkansas like that.
Yeah, the
You
boss
go right
too.
through it and you leave. You don't stay 10 minutes, you leave.
I went to a
Anytime you got
mall
a
in
small-
Jersey, a big ass mall, and me and my buddy were the only Black guys in there. I was like,
Yeah.
where the hell did you bring me?
There's a lot of Italians up there in Jersey.
Yep.
So how
I
did you
was I was in shock. I was in total shock. Like I have PTSD from it. How is that possible? What kind of New Jersey is this?
Man, I was in the military, and one of the guys in my platoon, man, he said he never saw a Black person in real life until he went to boot camp. He was from Minnesota.
Wow.
I can believe it.
I was
Minnesota,
like, you never,
really?
I was like, you never seen a Black person in real life? He said, "No, I went to boot camp." I was like, wow.
Wow.
I remember
But
I
to
was
be
in
honest
college.
with you,
He lives in
Oh,
the
go ahead,
woods in
Gigi.
Minnesota?
Huh?
You live in the woods?
I don't know. I know Prince is from Minnesota. Last time I checked, he's a brother. But he said he never saw one. I had no reason not to believe him.
I remember.
was just yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead,
Gigi.
Nzo.
No, you first. You first.
Yeah, I remember I was in college and my roommate, Black dude, he had his white girlfriend, right, from Alabama. He was like, yeah, let's go to Alabama. I said, man, I'm not going to Alabama with you and your white girlfriend. You know how crazy that shit is? Pardon my language, then. And so I went with him anyway. We went to this mall. We were 2 or maybe 5 Black people in the whole mall, right? My roommate had his hat cocked to the side. Security came to us was like, either wear the hat right or get out. We looked around. We saw white boys with their hats backwards all over the place. I'm like, they got to leave too? Do I need to call the cops? Nope, no, sir, I'm gone. No, sir, mass, I'm out of here. No, sir.
So Danny brought up Steven Seagal, right? Damn, I didn't mean to stop showing that. Right? Yo, I heard this and I was like, oh my god, I got to play this because this is absolutely hilarious. And the damn thing didn't download to my MacBook yet. Give me a second.
JJ, you a gamer, right?
Yeah.
You got Mega Quest
probably.
game system?
I've heard of it. I don't have it though.
My grandson got one.
Is it good?
Buddy, when you play that boxing game, it gives you a workout, buddy. Oh my god! I almost had a box for 3 minutes, man. 1 minute, I need oxygen.
I know
So,
this is a married.
would
Just one married.
you
I'm sorry,
guys believe me?
Huh?
Oh, go ahead, JJ. Go ahead. No, go
I was
ahead.
gonna say
JJ
I know
first.
there's a married couple in our city that has their own like VR type of little store that they have.
Uh-huh.
You can go in and have we had a zombie game VR.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm on the ground trying to fight zombies, thinking they're after me.
Hey,
That's
man.
it's so,
I don't know how they do it. I don't know what that technology is, but bro,
It's messed up.
when you in that boxing ring, you think you're in the boxing ring. Boy.
Your boxing ring. I did that walking on skyscraper thing by accident.
Oh, I hate that.
And I took that thing off my head fast. Because that is real. If it ain't real, Tell
It
my
felt
bring
like it,
something
eh?
else, man. Yeah, man. Like
I didn't get to edit this video because I just remembered about it. But Roberta, what would you say if I told you that Steven Seagal has a reggae song?
come on.
Steven Seagal.
Yeah, what would you say?
He's singing.
I'd
I'm
say,
saying it
come
must be.
on, man.
I mean, I'm saying it must be some kind of joke. Hey, man.
All right, no other banana Superman. That's
I
not
like it. It's
Steven
not bad at
Seagal.
all.
Come
It
on.
must be some
That,
AI.
that's
It's not
Steve.
bad. It's AI, but
That's
it's not bad.
I've heard worse.
I don't know if that's AI or real, but I got
That
hold on.
That
that
beat,
sounds like
'Cause that
AI shit.
that beat
that's
is
Steven
fine though.
Seagal and Lady but and I was like, wait, Steven Seagal and Lady Shaw? Wait, what? No.
Isn't it Lady
I
Saw?
was
Yeah,
Lady
Lady Saw
Saw, yeah.
sounds. I like Lady Saw. They
Yeah.
sound good.
Lady Shaw, then you know it's AI.
Hold on. I'm trying to see if I can find it
Why
here.
does just making
If
artists a lot of them use man in their names?
like what, Beanie Man and
Elephant
Elephant Man
Man
and
That's about it.
and a lot of them look like the animals that they say. Elephant Man looks like a human elephant. I'm like, good lord.
Oh, there's
so
also Yellow Man.
Yep.
so I'm looking. Okay, so I only see 1 minute. I'm trying to see if I can actually find the whole song. That's when I'll really know. But right now it seems like it's just some
Shaba.
lyrics here, and yeah, it's probably AI.
And then one
It's
guy,
probably
what's his name? Something with lion in the name. Mad Lion,
Mad
wasn't
Lion. Mm-hmm.
it?
Mad Lion. Yeah, Mad Lion is tight. But yeah, so at the end of the day, like again, I have a real issue with the Haitian stuff, and I hope that all that stuff gets debunked and people stop talking about it. Because I'm telling you, I went listen, man. So I put this, and I'm just gonna share this. Fuck this shit, right? It's off our chest. I'm gonna do this. Fuck this shit. So I posted this on Twitter, right? Because Elon Musk said, while I don't think the debate hosts were fair to the real Donald Trump, Kamala Harris exceeded most people's expectations tonight, blah, 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 blah. So I said, why weren't they fair? Because they checked him on his lies, like the immigrants eating cats and dogs, right? So Sir Stig, here is one of them, straight from one of the arresting officers. We have new body cam footage shows a monstrous woman found with fur on her lips, arrested for eating cats in Ohio. So the problem with this is that this woman is not an immigrant. She's not Haitian, and she actually lived in Ohio. So right then and there, you coming at me with a bullshit story trying to pull it off like it's real. Okay? So we end up getting into like a back and forth debate and going on this, and then this clown comes in. Where is it? This clown comes in. War Pig. Get bent, simp, right? So now they all calling me names and say he calling me a moron. And then he ended up posting the video with the black guy, right? With the black guy, the one that and then ended up debunking it. He posted that video. And he also posted one more, which was debunked as well. So I'm like, and then one of his comments, well, this one may not be real, but you're ignoring all the real stuff. And I'm like, bro, if one of them's not real and you sitting off there sending it to me as it's real, who's the moron? Who's the one that didn't do the research, right? Who's the one that didn't check and see if the information was correct? But you want to call me the moron. And this is the problem with what Trump did, because you have clowns on here running around saying it's true, sending out videos of supposed proof that is all false information. And that's a huge problem, man. It's absolutely 100% an issue. You know,
a lot of people are saying after the debate, I don't know how they got this, that she was given the questions before, and was why she seems so well polished. I don't know much about either one. I've heard both positive and negative things. I'm not really happy with either one of them. To me, this is another election where it's a lesser of two evils. But Donald Trump is definitely not presidential in my book at all. I have serious problems with her. Some of her views from a spiritual standpoint, I have problems with. So it's kind of like a, excuse my French, a damn if you do, damn if you don't situation. So
100%. And I think that is a huge issue, right? Whether you want to do this or that. But a lot of people are trying to vote on, well, she's not black, she's Indian, but want to ignore the fact that her father is a black Jamaican. You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, so even if that were the case, what does that have to do with the policies? The policies don't affect me and Roberta. We're Canadian, but that's what the people should be. And you talk about it a lot. You say, certain ones, fit more with the sculpture and stuff like that. So you talk about the policies, you talk about the things that are going on, but a lot of people are just stuck on superficial stuff instead of actually going with what the real issue is,
It's probably going to get me looked at like I'm Uncle Tom, but I don't care. A lot of times in our demographic in America, this doesn't affect you and Roberto, but we go off of tradition. Like my mama did it, my daddy did it, this, and this. And traditionally, blacks vote more Democratic than Republican. And I was all in that. I don't. The sole reason why I voted for Barack Obama was because he was a black man. I didn't know anything about his policies. I didn't know anything about his platform. He's an articulate black man, cool brother. First time I seen him in my lifetime, he's getting my vote. And then Obama did something. He voted for the LGBT Community Act, and I'm like, spiritually, I'm against that. But I'm just saying, for anybody, no matter what demographic you're in, you don't vote for the individuals because they look like you. You have to do the research. You got to put in the time and vote for the best one if you're a believer. Just my 2 cents, not nobody else's 2 cents. My 2 cents, you got to go with the party that is most aligned with what your belief systems are. So if that's Crazy Donald, or if that's Black Kamala, whatever stereotype, whatever name you want to put on them, then you got to go in there and make that vote for yourself.
100%. And I do agree with you 100%. But I also say, I'm going to vote for you because you black, because I know there's people out there who aren't going to vote for you because you're black. You know what I mean?
That's your right. That's your right to do that.
Yeah, 100%. I'm not saying it's not, but I'm just saying at the end of the day, I know there's going to be people out there say, well, she's black, so I'm not going to vote for her. Like, they don't even care what her policies are or
she's
what
getting
Obama's
it from 2 different ways.
were.
There are people not going to vote for her because she's black, and there are people not going to vote for her because she's a woman.
And she's a woman, 100%. 100%. But at the end of the day, the rhetoric and the bull crap that, is talking, that stuff needs to stop, man. Like, for real. And politics is a fickle thing, because if you talk about it, like, I don't even like, and that dude, War Pig, Danny, you might know, that's Tommy the guinea pig. You remember him? Yeah, that's him. Yeah, that's him. So that's him who was going back and forth with me, calling me moron and all kinds of stuff like that. You know what I mean? And I don't even follow him. He don't follow me. But someone who followed me made a comment and he seen it. Then he came in, and then that other dude, Stig Kenobi, came in and all kinds of bullshit and sending me all kinds of crap, all kinds of stuff. Everything they sent me was completely debunked, right?
But because who they freaking a lot, right?
Yeah. And it's funny, right? Because we got into some Star Wars talk too as well, right? And we're like, always like, because after that, they went back and started reading my old posts. Like they started. He commented on a post that I did like 3 months ago, right, about the acolytes and this and that, and started going on this and that. And I was like, well, he was like, so where were you when this stuff was going on? And I said I was sitting right there with your boys from the Dark Council complaining about it, and he never commented on my shit again. He never said a word after that. You know what I mean? So I'm like, whatever, man. At the end of the day, listen, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. You're gonna feel what you're gonna feel. That's up to you. I don't care. But at least I'm gonna bring facts that have been checked out and verified to be true.
That's just one reason why I don't really get on X other than to promote when I'm going live. Because man, these people will push your buttons and have you
100%
mess your day up. You be all
100%.
I'm not giving anybody that kind of power.
100%. I agree with you 100%. I got this one more joke here. I think I have another one, but I gotta find it. But I'm gonna play this one.
Cowboy joke, you think?
Nah, I'm gonna leave that one for you because I know you a hater. You know what I mean?
You gotta try and find one for the show Saturday.
Yeah, of course you do.
Show was awesome Saturday, man. I think the best show of the year.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. And I do have one I could send you, Danny. Don't worry. If I can find it, I have one I could send you. But check this one out.
Hey, give me that. Stop, no. Hey. Stop, no. Help, can someone help me? Someone just took my bag. Help.
Who took your bag, little lady?
It was the monkey.
On it.
Oh,
wow. I shouldn't laugh at that, but that was funny.
Wow. Oh, my Lord.
Oh, my God. Roberto, what do you think?
Didn't like that at all.
It was. I think it was so funny because it was unexpected. I would not expect that.
I kind of expected it.
Roberto said he wasn't going to take the money like a monkey. I mean, you said he would.
Hey, you throw me $1 million check, I might be a monkey for that.
Like, where's the bananas
at? There's some black jokes that I actually laugh at, and there's some I tell them straight up, that shit ain't funny.
No,
like I'm not so anti-black jokes. You can't say any black jokes around me. Some of them are hilarious, man.
Yeah.
That one wasn't funny though, Roberto.
No. I don't find so.
Okay, we got one more.
I think here. that video I sent y'all on Twitter, dude, I look at that every day and I laugh because it's so funny to me.
Which one?
The squeaking chickens on the feet. The guy spanking it with the belt blindfolded.
Oh yeah,
that's so bad.
Oh yeah, that one was funny. I got one more here.
Oh my goodness.
This one? Yeah, here we go. It says,
waking up after Diddy's party.
Good morning, Snowflake.
Oh man, that was a lovely ladies here today, boys. Hey, Russ. What happened to you?
Hey,
I fell?
Wow. Gotcha, bitch.
I didn't see that in White Chick.
That was a deleted scene.
Oh, okay.
Man, I tell you, the memes are hilarious. Okay, hold on. Got another one here. More before we close it up.
You puff out of jail?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Hey, look, I tried my best not to end up like you, but I've been a bad boy. I thought they were going to let me slide. I went on vacation. I'm on boats, Cancun, but they picked me up. Telling that, Daddy. Hey, we ain't going to be sitting around, man. We're going to work. I'm trying to sign somebody, Daddy. Y'all want to hear that talent, Daddy? Oh, yeah. Sign. Yeah, he signed. He a bad produce it, and we take it over the whole prison. Oh, I'm a savage.
That's supposed to be baby oil.
Yeah.
Wow.
Take that. We proceed to get this prison what they need. Jail cells.
God damn, Diddy, I can't get my money.
Playboy, I don't know what you're talking about,
God
Playboy.
damn. They gonna shoot?
Well,
They
I got
gonna
1 million
shoot?
for you.
Hell
Man,
no,
take
nigga.
me, man.
You ain't give my son no
I got that $1 million check, bro. I got that for you, Playboy. Man, we bad boys. Cash. No, Diddy, you can't release.
How's he getting released? He the same as me.
Because I still got niggas on tape. I still got you on tape, man. Take this. I got pen and letter at home. No female bitch. You gotta tell me try to get us on the phone. He'll be back.
Wow.
Yeah, man, they got a whole bunch of them. Every time I turn around, there's a new one. I got a bunch of them on Facebook, man. Hilarious. I feel, hey, man, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, he's going to go to jail. He may end up dead, but at the end of the day, you reap what you sow. So, with that being said, guys, it was a great show. Thank you, everybody that popped in. Always appreciate it, especially to have you up in here, Danny. It's funny because I had set up the Wanda thing for you. I thought you were gonna go over there and watch it, and I was like, okay, well, come over here, hang out. But tell the people where they can find you, sir.
Oh, you can find me Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on my channel, The Road to Wisdom. I try to impart a little bit of wisdom and hope, positivity in the world. And you can find me here from time to time on Wednesdays. And of course, hang out 8 o'clock and Sundays on Storms Live, 7 p.m. and Saturdays between the 4-5 o'clock hour. Square One, come check it out. We talk sports on there, mainly football, but hey, it's good conversation.
Facts.
Yes.
And I'm gonna give the updated list before I go to bed tonight, so you guys are gonna see it in your text. I just gotta fix
Danny,
the
you see
last
the highlights of our boy.
Oh yeah, I'm liking Daniels, bro. I'm liking
that last touchdown he threw. I was like, damn, that was dirty. I don't care who it was. That was a dirty touchdown.
I might start him.
First off, you know what, Roberto, I know, but I gotta say this: you are so freaking lucky.
I did that fast, huh?
You are so lucky.
You talking about the Amari Cooper thing?
Yes.
I was about to pick him up. I was like, bro, don't let Amari Cooper, but nobody on my bench I thought was better.
I was watching the game with Pittsburgh. I was watching Najee Harris get knocked around like a pinball. I said, hell no. I went right back in the fantasy. I looked. I said, hold on. Was that Cooper who just got another touchdown? I saw him still available. I got rid of him without. I don't even know how I did it so fast.
But here's the problem, and this is my mistake, right? So for what I told Danny, first off, the minute you dropped him, I should have picked up your guy just because you've been doing to me. Oh, you know what I mean? For like 2 years straight, I should have did that, right? But I was watching these games, like I had my thing open, and I'm looking for a wide receiver, and I'm seeing the guy picked up Lazard and he scored real quick. And I'm like, oh, okay, boom. I'm going to pick him up real quick. But then I seen Cooper started to pick it up. So I was like, you know what? Maybe, but I said, I'm going to wait a second. I want to see if Lazard does something. And he didn't. And then Danny messaged me and was like, hey, did you know Roberto picked back up? And I was like, what? Oh my God. I'm like this.
You have to watch them games, bro. If you don't watch them games, you'll miss out. But man, every time I be in church and then Monday I was working, I was like, God. The one time I don't, and you know what? I was doing DoorDash at doggone Buffalo Wild Wings. So I'm trying to watch the game, get the order, look at my fantasy. Man, it was a nightmare.
Facts.
He was making all kinds of moves, huh?
Yeah, 100%. But he's in last place, so he's trying.
I know that feeling. You remember them days, Danny?
Man.
Me and you were fighting last place. We ended up in the finals.
Hey man, my team was looking good. I'm like, yes, I'm gonna get a win, and then all of a sudden, they just stopped scoring points. And then Mahomes came in and like didn't do nothing. I'm like, oh, come on.
Man, I was down by 20-something points. I look around, I'm 2 points behind Roberto. Then I go a point ahead of Roberto. Then we get the exact same points.
Tied,
and then I didn't see the update. And I was like, because that's why I sent the text. What do you do with a tie? Then when it refreshed, Man, he's up by 7 points. I said, man.
You know, that was funny because I said, I hope Danny wasn't referring to us with this tie thing.
Yeah,
because the last I checked, I was up by a good, I don't know, before the game started, 20 points.
Yeah, you was about 20 points. My defense went crazy. I want to
Not only your defense went crazy, my two guys did nothing.
I said, Roberto gonna whip my butt again. And then what I hate is the little thing the next day. Good try, Danny, but you lost.
I love that.
I
With
hate
the
that
confetti and the
things.
balloons. I love that. Gee, you want a recap of your victory, Roberto?
No, I delete it.
I say, yeah, I have time to kill before I go to work. Let's watch that.
Drives me up
that was
a
close.
wall,
That was
man.
close. But you know what? It's the final score.
So the only one, boys, Chris. He's still Chris 3-0, ain't he?
Yeah, he's in first place, 3-0. Pissed me off because when you watch it, like you can do the live tracker on YouTube on Yahoo, right? So when it shows it like the scores as they come, boom, 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 boom. So I'm watching. It was Chris and Matt, right? I have 0 chance, and I'm watching them, and I'm seeing Matt take the lead, and it looked like Matt's gonna win, and then all of a sudden, Chris just went up, and I was like, "Oh, you should have made that trade, bro. Should
I
have
play
made
him
that."
0 chance. But I think he's gonna. It's saying I'm ahead of him, but I don't see me beating him.
I got Roberto this week. I'm like, oh my god. I hope Roberto's team throws up another dud.
I think I'm going to lose this week for whatever reason because Kamara might not even play.
I hope he keeps Mayfield as his starting quarterback. I might be good a chance.
The injury bug is killing a lot of these guys right now, bro. But we can talk about that on Square One. I know we got off the hook here a little bit, but that's what it does for you, especially when we're in this fantasy league. And money's on the line.
He's the only quarterback he got.
Who?
Yeah. He only got one quarterback.
Yeah.
I have no chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, gives me that Hulk, whoever that is.
I could give him Burrow.
Don't give him nobody.
Or if he gives me somebody
you
nice.
Wait till next week.
I'm trying to make some trades too, bro. Like as long as we've been doing this league, there has never been a trade I think there was maybe one. I did one last year, my boy King G. But other than that, there has never been any trades in this league. And I'm trying to put up a blockbuster trade with Chris because I know he wants Patrick Mahomes. He's just messing on pulling the trigger.
Crazy. Patrick Mahomes is not doing well fantasy.
Yeah, they showed he's having his worst season ever.
I don't want him now.
Statistically.
Yeah, I don't want. All right.
Yeah, but Lonzo, he's bound to blow up.
Oh yeah, he's gonna blow up, but I don't want him. I
know
want
he's
who
gonna
Roberto got. That's who I want, but he beat me to the punch.
But you see,
Jackson is a beast in fantasy, buddy.
No, you know who's a beast? Allen.
Yes. I'm trying, and Dak.
Who got him? Chris, huh?
Yeah, Chris got Allen.
Dak been up hit and miss.
Dak got me.
Allen's been good for me for a while. Allen's been good for me for a while. He might throw interceptions, but he gets points.
Yeah, so did Dak. Dak got like 40-something points. I think 40 points last week, which if I had him in there, would have gave me a win. So go figure.
Bad management. Bad management.
It's hard.
No, but how do you put Dak over Mahomes though? You know what I mean?
You got to go with your gut.
Shoot, Dak puts up good fantasy numbers. That's what
I got 3 quarterbacks. I don't know what's going to play.
Yes, I
know the feeling, Danny.
And I'm in that predicament now. Like I'm like maybe I should play
Jackson all the way.
I think I'm gonna play Daniels because Daniels look pretty good.
Yeah, so we'll
Monday.
see. JG, take us home, brother. Oh, my bad. Wrong one. Go ahead.
JG Shaolin Terrific, the undefeated, undisputed final boss of the 36 champs of Shaolin. Wire. Thank you all for tuning in live right here Wednesday night on the O.O.C. with the host, Nzo, a.k.a. The Abbott, and the Osiris of the Sheep, the Spliff King, and the Professor of Gunja, alongside the Coach Roberto, a.k.a. Mr. 100, a.k.a. No Trouble Did Anything Gonna Be Irie. No woman, no cry. And thank you for coming in. The amazing, the outstanding, the charismatic, always man of the hour. You can hate him now, but he won't stop now because he can't stop now. If you smell, la 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 la. with Danny is cooking.
Only thing I'm asking you to do is take it. That won't stop now because that's a Puff Diddy thing. So you can go.
Oh yeah, my bad.
I don't want to be associated with him.
Really, Daddy? Really? Yeah.
I don't want that. That's bad juju, Roberto. I don't want none of that.
Let me say this real quick. 2 things, guys. Watch Fight Night. It's really good. Second off, I thought I was gonna have to change the intro because I've been getting copyrights for it, but I disputed it. And big up to the guy who made the rap. I can't remember his name right now, but he takes off the copyright claims.
Nice.
He does it. You know what I mean? So, or his team or whatever, they always remove it. So big up to you for that, man.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because Kendrick Lamar said you could use his song and still got copyrighted for it. So big up to that guy for that.
And some people, man, because that's what I do a lot on my videos. That's why I use those particular songs because they share the revenue.
Exactly. Nice. So that's it. You know what I mean? But thank you guys for coming again. Always a pleasure. See you on the next one. Peace.
Don't really care about the top spot, I just want a bag. Got my foot up on they necks, no brakes, all gas. These rappers like BBLs, cause I swear they all ass. Ain't it crazy how they rise up and fizzle out fast? Oh my God, boy, who that over there with all them stands in the stands? Got them dancing with grand jumping high as they can. Norman Sand got a plan, I'm taking over the land. Broke ground on the internet, now we about to expand. Ooh. Dropping bombs, Palestine, Iran, yep. They told me I couldn't, but knew I can. Yep. Hey, tell Sam that I'm coming for the green eggs and ham, and I'm sticking to the script like cooking with no Pam. Good Lord, we was just finessing like scams. Now I got them jumping to this old school jam. Serving you lyrical dough, we cut it by the gram. Ain't nothing short of a miracle how we came up on the gram. Tick tock to the clock, watch it go blam. Break it down for them, let me help you understand. I'm doing what I can according to God's plan, but sometimes I feel they want me to hop out the van. Mask on in the hood like the Klan. Popping out like Tio Chico, my eyes on a band. OJ gloves on, we snatching everything we can. And if we see you on your toes, we getting dirty like Dan. Yeah.